What makes human to be human? And I'll try to answer. Of course, it is a possibility to love and to think. And what we can do in this vibration of love and mindfulness, we can create together and build. And today, here is the right place and the right time and the right people to do it. It is DCVC Thursday. Let's go! Start! Okay, but before we listen this dozen of startup pitches, I want to invite on this stage our organizers team. Please, come on guys. Marat Minkin, Andrei Trubetskoy, Tatiana Titova, Wasim Alimam. Where is Tim? Tim, come here, please. Yeah. And Faraj Abu Talibov. These guys were working all days long before this event. And they tried to do their best to bring it here as a miracle for you. Let's greet them. So, please say some words for us. Faraj, begin.
Hi everyone, welcome to the second edition of Dubai Crypto Thursdays. Really welcome everyone here. We're really glad that crypto executives community, TonBanking, Jeta, were able to organize such an event and have all you guys here. Thank you very much for attending, and I'm sure that you today will see great startups. You'll be able to invest if you want to. You will be able to enjoy the networking and see many more crypto enthusiasts or the Web 2, Web 3 guys, investors, and again, I'm a founder of Crypto Executives, and I'm also a founder of several startups within crypto. And really, I'm very delighted to have you all here. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Andrei, and I'm CEO of Jeta. Jeta is an agency who is trying to unite the best from traditional world and Web3 world. And we really tried our best to create for you today the best platform for creators who create the ideas, and for those who can complete these ideas with their money and their network. So please enjoy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming here. I'm really glad to meet you here. My name is Tatiana. I'm a founder of Guru Collective. It's a Web3 ecosystem for growing and raising startups, Web3 startups in Middle East region. So I'm enjoying the event and wish you all have a really great feelings after the event and after the after party. Thank you for coming.
Hi everyone, thank you for your coming. My name is Marat. I am founder of Ton Dubai community and TonBanking. It's DeFi ecosystem in Telegram. I want to represent you my best friend and partner Wasim Alimam and give you a word.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. No, I have. Hello. Good evening. How are you, everyone? My name is Wasim, and I'm co-founder for TonBanking, the solution which we are preparing is to serve pairs and merchants and make their transactions more easy and transparent. So I hope everyone enjoy this evening, and happy networking for everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm also the part of the Jeta. And today we want to introduce you to the next level concept of what Marat started, which was like the 10 Thursdays, and now it's called the DCVC, Dubai Crypto Venture Capital. And this is like the second level, and the third level will be global and will be like decentralized venture capital. So give it up for these wonderful people who made it happen.
Please, dear guests, sit down. We have a lot of chairs free. Thank you. Thank you for our dear organizers. Now I want to remind you, guys, please sit down. A lot of chairs here free. I want to remind you that today we have about 13 startup pitches. And also, we remember your feedback that to bring something analytics, maybe some scientific to our event. That's why we invited our special guests, and one of them will present you already now something. So now I invite here Dr. Simon Hassania, who will tell you the topic named Disrupting the Mobility Industry with Digital Twins. So please. Let's meet him, Dr. Simon Hassania. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon Hassania, Chief Digital Officer of the Albatha Group. Everyone can hear me well? Yes? Okay. One of the ventures I would like to present you is Next Mobility. With Next Mobility, we are disrupting the automotive mobility industry. And let me directly jump into the problem. What is the problem in the automotive and mobility industry? And not only limited to UAE, actually globally. One use case issue is the handover. Doesn't matter where we are, it's always the question of handover. The moment ownership switches from one person to the other, for example, from rentals or logistics at the harbor, then you have an issue of what is the quality of the car? Has there been any damages? Other issue is, I don't know if you ever have been in Souk Al Haraj. There is one of the biggest local automotive used car bazaars where you can buy and sell cars, or online aggregators. There is always the question, what is the condition of the car? Is it properly? Is there any damage with the car? It's another information uncertainty you have. Another challenge you have is, for example, for financing, for banks, leasing companies. There you have the issue of what is the residual value of the car after they want to finance the car. They need to know the proper value of the used car. And there is another question, what is the condition of the car? So what is the issue with the handover, with buying, selling cars, but also with financing, leasing? What is the commonality problem globally? It is trust. Trust is an important issue in used car markets, high value of the car, but still you're not sure what you're buying at the end, or what is the value the moment you hand over the car. So, with Next Mobility, the venture, which we have founded, we want, very simple, in a nutshell, to summarize it, we want to monetize trust. Because we see there is a value in trust, and that's why it has a business potential. How? Through objective data in the automotive industry. And for this, let me present you the digital twin line of cars, which has been developed, and part of it is now already live in Motor City. So what is it actually? Every car which enters a workshop gets scanned. So, first station of the car which gets scanned is the tire scanner. So while driving over this platform, we are scanning automatically the health status of the car. So if there is an axle alignment, if there is tires needs to be replaced because there is no profile depth, and based on the feedback, we instantly can show to the customer, okay, dear Gustav Otto, the front tires needs to be replaced left. What about the body chassis of the car? And here we are using image-based AI technology. So while driving through, we can instantly check the health status of the car. So in this case, I am driving through this stationary scanner. And what is the output while driving through? With image-based AI, we can then detect if there are dents, scratches, bumps, anything, any damage around the car, which the eyes can see, to a high degree the accuracy while the car is driving through. So again, automatically we extend the information with the info that there are something going on. We can do smart repair. We can repair some part of your car. Then comes the next station. The next station is we are making from every car a 360-degree NFT and making the campaign, you are coming with your physical ownership of your car to our workshops and you're leaving it with your digital ownership extended. So now we have tires, bodywork, and visualization of the car. But obviously, a big value of the car is inside of the car, obviously. Yeah? What is the mileage? Was there any accident? So here, because we are using the workshops, we have access to the information of the car from the inside based on OBD plugs. And this information we will put on a blockchain so we can see what is the service history of the car. Is there a mileage continuation? If there is no fake. I'm from Germany as an example, and there is a big study saying every third car has a faked odometer to increase the value of the car. So they tune it obviously down. So it's one of the important topic, but also other areas which are important about inside of the car. This we put inside on the blockchain, and then our goal is to have a complete view of the car from outside and inside of the car, putting it on a blockchain, and then printing it as a vehicle passport. So everyone who wants to sell their car can show it to someone else and show that it's of high quality of the car. It's also a loyalty program for workshops, but it can use for many fields where information and trust is important. First partner where we have started to launch is BMW in Motor City. So there we have the machines, every car is getting scanned, and there we are building the database with BMW. But obviously, the use case is not limited to BMW. It's same relevance for Mercedes-Benz, for Toyota, for Audi, for Porsche. Doesn't matter which brand, trust is an important aspect. But beyond dealerships, we think you can talk about government entities like RTA, you can talk about online marketplaces, rentals, where you have always a handover of the car. Who can assess automatically if someone did a damage on it, or taxi drivers? So there are manifold use cases in which this technology is in UAE, but also beyond UAE, finds a relevance. Thanks for your attention. I hope I could excite you for this topic, and with Next Mobility, we want to disrupt the automotive industry. Thanks.
1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, dear guests, today we have 3 lines of pitches. And first block, it is pitches about infrastructure and decentralized finances. And now I want to invite Mr. Yegor Vinogradov. He will present you Startup Market. It is Telegram-based infrastructural project. Let's present him. Mr. Yegor Vinogradov, come here, please. Okay. Yes, they will not come. Let's turn on only video. They said that it will be not offline, only online. Yes, turn on, please. Shh.
With a background in software development for more than 10 years, including in Silicon Valley. I'm going to present our project called Startup Market. Startup Market is a crowdfunding through crypto. It's not ICO, IDO, or some specific crypto thing. It's a regular crowdfunding platform where you can fund projects like smart devices or games, or, for example, we have a recycling social project or even B2B service for suppliers. These are examples of real projects that we currently have on our platform. Question: why do we need Startup Market when there's already Kickstarter? The problem with Kickstarter and similar services is that they are not actual crowdfunding. Rather, it's more like crowd marketing, and let me tell you why. I actually had experience with Kickstarter. I used to live in Silicon Valley. We launched a startup there, raised funds, and planned to promote it on Kickstarter. We started working with a marketing agency on our campaign, but quickly realized that we could not really afford it. It would have been too expensive, time-consuming, and complicated. Why? Well, first of all, let me ask, what usually comes to mind when you hear the word crowdfunding? Well, I guess, firstly, you have an idea for a product, right? And secondly, the people give you the money to transform your idea into a real product. So that's why it's crowdfunding, funding by the crowd. However, on Kickstarter and similar services, this doesn't work. To get listed on Kickstarter, you must already have a working product, not just the idea. How it works: you call Kickstarter, you demonstrate them how your prototype works. If they like it, they will approve you. But if you don't have a prototype, only the idea, they won't let you in. The second problem is the model called all or nothing. On Kickstarter, you must put the exact amount of money you plan to raise and the exact time frame in which you plan to raise it. For example, I want to raise $100,000 in 1 month. Okay, but here's the problem. If I don't raise the full amount of money, for example, only raise $90,000, I won't get anything. All the money collected will be returned back to the people, and you basically waste your time. Because of this, any campaign on Kickstarter turns into a very intense marketing marathon. You'll have to prepare it very well. You'll have to spend a lot of money on Kickstarter, have to spend a lot of money on marketing. In our case, we estimated the costs to be around $20,000 for just one Kickstarter campaign. Could be more. And the third problem is a limited market. Kickstarter is only for the US market. And by the way, to start a campaign, you must have a corporation registered in the US. Otherwise, they won't let you in. So the summary is that Kickstarter is simply a marketing tool with a very high entry barriers, and you could not really crowdfund your project there. You can only make sales. And in order to do that, you need to be an established company with a working product and tens of thousands of dollars for marketing. So how do we solve these problems? Our mission is to reduce the entry barrier for crowdfunding. Firstly, we don't have such strict moderation as Kickstarter does. We don't act as judges. We don't decide which projects should live or die. Instead, we let people choose if they want to invest in them or not. We are also more flexible in terms of different types of projects. For example, we accept Web3 projects. Secondly, we don't limit the fundraising period. You can set an unlimited deadline and have your fundraising continue for as long as you need. Thirdly, We are very oriented towards the global market, not just one country's market. In the future, we'll add translation tools so that the projects on our platform can easily reach audiences in any country. We also don't impose legal requirements on project creators. You don't need to register a company in the US to create a campaign on our platform. It's up to you to decide which rules you need to follow based on your jurisdiction. And finally, we accept donations in cryptocurrency, and we allow project creators to receive their funds in crypto as well. Currently, we accept the Ton crypto. In the future, we'll use smart contracts to have creators receive money in milestones. So what does that mean? It means that once creators finish a certain milestone, they get access to the next part of the money in order to work on the next milestone. They don't get all the money right away. They get them in parts. This solves the problem with reliability and trust. By the way, why do we accept payments specifically in Ton? Well, we've been working with Ton for a long time. For example, we created AppChain. It's kind of an app store for Ton projects. Currently, we're in the process of applying for financing from Ton Foundation. I actually spoke with the Ton Foundation, and they gave good feedback. I also messaged Andrei Rogozov, the head of the Ton Foundation. Andrew and I actually used to work together at VK.com, the Russian social network. Andrew is the ex-CEO. We met a few times, so I really like that he joined Ton. We really love Ton. Okay, next, let me tell you what we achieved so far. The project founded this summer. We started coding the platform in September. Last month, we released the alpha version. We have a team, currently 6 people, including 2 developers, a designer, and a product manager. And we've just started raising investments. We've just raised 150K, planning to raise more, and happy to talk to investors. The funds are needed for marketing and development. Okay, and let me tell about the team. Okay, here's Alex Gabov. He's the founder of this project. He has 20 years of business experience, including 2 years in China, several offline businesses. He opened factories in Russia and Kazakhstan. He was the official supplier of one of the largest European retailers. He's been doing crypto trading for the last 2 years. About me again, my name is Igor Vinogradov. I'm a tech entrepreneur. I've been doing software development for over 10 years, working both in startups and tech giants, including VK.com, one of the largest social networks. I worked in Silicon Valley for 4 years and founded my own startup there and raised venture financing. We also have a strong product manager and also a front-end and a back-end developer and designers. So that's basically it. Once again, very briefly, we are startup market, crowdfunding with a low entry barrier, suitable for Web3 projects as well. We've released the alpha version. We have a strong team with extensive business experience, including in Silicon Valley. And we've just raised 150K, planning to raise more, so we are happy to talk to investors. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. These guys are watching us online now. And if you have some questions for this team, please write to our chat with #question, and we will address them. So, next startup named Unilayer. It is cross-chain protocol for DeFi. And I introduce you Alex Belets. Now he's here. Alex, say a couple words, please, about your startup, and let's make a video.
Sound check. Can you hear me well? Because when I heard the previous presentations, there was too much echo, so I hope you can hear me, right? Perfect. We do not have much time, so let's make it straight. Just imagine, you have a level... Happy for us, for you guys. So, why level 1 chain and why interoperability? Do not get me wrong, I realized that interoperability at most is a facade without actual value, but the problem why it happens like that is because you do not have infrastructure to implement something really valuable in sense of interoperability. And I'm not talking here about bridges. I'm talking here about more complicated and sophisticated things. For instance, should be better, GameFi. It can be much complicated than it is right now. So imagine level 1 chain, there is a cloud, amounts of nodes. For instance, it is Ethereum. There is another cloud, which is Unilayer, amount of nodes. And there is area of interception with hot nodes that in the same moment, Unilayer nodes and Ethereum nodes is a single process. This is what we call nuclear fusion, because classical composition for interoperability is molecular structure, just like that. Relay, pusher, node, additional processing, right? It is molecular structure, is how it's called. You can see it in layer 0, Cosmos, and etc. It is just 5 minutes, so frankly, I don't need it. But we can do it, definitely. Oh, by the way, it is me. Not the best photo, though. Let's came to this point. Yeah, this schematic. It is just like I explained. So we have physical access to the nodes of another chain, which is single process. I started to explain about molecular structure. We perform nuclear fusion. So we collapsing everything in a single of new type node. With decreasing of these micro distances and increasing speed of computation and amount of computations tremendously, which finally allows you to run trustless cross-chain. So this composition is level 1 chain providing interoperability. Finally, you have a chance to build cross-chain, transparent and reliable without using backend at all. It is quite complicated, but just think about it. A lot of bridges didn't hacked yet, not because they are secure. It is just they do not have liquidity to make it profitable for hacker. They are not secure. And in case of Unilayer, city's level 1 chain, you can see that the price in order to abuse the Unilayer network, it is 50% plus 1, which is calculatable and transparent. So you can know exact amounts of money that can bear Unilayer before it will become reasonable for hacker to hack it. So finally, you know exact number, and it is transparent. It is transparent even in sense of transactions. They are connected from chain to chain. This is what we call physical integration. And this is why we provide a level 1 chain in order to do it. The most simple case definitely will be a bridge, but yes, you can build a bridge on Unilayer based only on smart contracts. But it became much more interesting, like I said previously, when we'll talk, for instance, about soul-bound NFTs. Soul-bound NFTs, in sense of cross-chain, has a perspective. You can have a player profile in one chain and second represented in the same moment, which is single NFT connected somehow. But there is literally Heisenberg problem, because, for instance, it is character who fighting orcs, and fighting process calculating in Solana. And in the same moment, by donations, you're healing it in Binance. And the question is, how much health you should show in mobile application for the client in a moment. The faster it will happen, the harder it will be to determine. And this is when the things about Unilayer became even more interesting, because we have something we call an ADOS. The moment when we'll register connections, existence of connection between two NFTs. And this, we have our transactions history here. And because of this kind of nodes, we have it transparent and straight. This allows us to calculate, sorry for the noise, from point, I guess I should step back, from the registration here to here and to here, to both chains, and to no precise number. We still are eager to discover possibilities about cross-chain. We don't know yet how it will be. It is undiscovered area with many exciting possibilities. But I hope with Unilayer help, we'll see how it will be. It is completely new market with tremendous size. Thank you very much for your attention.
So, dear guests, do you have questions for this speaker? Okay, no questions. Thank you. And next pitch, next company, next startup is Zeeves. Let's clap hands, please. Yeah. And Vladislav Koptsev will tell you more about this. Alexander. Okay. Alexander Simashko.
Yeah. I'm Alexander Simashko, but you can call me Alex. So, can you help me with this please? Okay. Let me introduce you Zeeves Bank, the first Zilliqa banking. Next. There are some problems about crypto and fiat. First of all is distance between blockchain and traditional banking. Next is the most countries you should pass more than 1 KYC to have crypto and fiat exchange. No simple conversion tool for the time-consuming process of buying crypto, so you should it's usually a lot harder and takes a lot of time. 4 is payments between crypto and fiat. When you have to pay for something, buy something, is difficult. Next, please. Oh, sorry, I'm a little nervous. So that is not good, and we have some solutions. Next, please. Next. Thank you. So that is what we already have at existing solutions that solve these problems. Next. But we have our own solution in Telegram bot. At the moment, it is based on Zeeves bot, Zilliqa wallet bot. But next, we will be develop mobile and web clients to make the app more acceptable by regular users. Next, please. What it will be? It will be both bank as a traditional banking and crypto together in 1 KYC process. Next, please. It is a little legal part. We don't have our own license, but we have our European company which will hold all needed license. Next, please. There are some tech details how we did it. So we did ZIL from Zilliqa to Euro and from Euro to Zilliqa in 2 parts. One part is from Zilliqa to USDT. Another part is from USDT to Euro. It's our own technology, and we really good about it. So next slide, please. The market is about $67 billion that's the wrong presentation, but it's more than $67 billion in 2023, as you can imagine. So next, please. But our market is European Union, so we have about 2.5 to 5% of European population holding crypto. It's about 30 million potential people. But we also bring our product to people who are not yet crypto aware, but who might see investment opportunities in crypto neobanking. Next, please. Our business model. First of all, it's commission from transactions and subscription from $5 to $10 per month. And another one is interesting thing. We can make your own technical solution for your own neobank in MENA. Not Asian, MENA. Sorry, wrong presentation. Next, please. It's our roadmap. At the moment, we have beta testing. And a couple of months, we issue our product. Next. Planned investments. We planned from $3.5 to $5.5 million. Total investment for 3-5 years of growth and development. Next, please. It's our team. It's our core team. So I'm an advisor of this product, of this company, Zeeves team. They are really cool. They are really professional and young. Next, please. That is our contacts. So I have also a piece of paper. Maybe you're interested, and I can give you this one.
It is cards, yeah?
It's wrong presentation there.
Okay.
Okay. So have a nice day.
Thank you, Alexander. Yes, we have some questions. Maybe you have some questions for Alexander.
Yeah, yes, I have some.
If you have questions, just raise your hand. I will give you mic.
Thank you.
No questions? Okay. You can write a question to our community with #question and ask any startup founder the question. Thank you. Thank you, Alexander. Okay, next startup, next company, our friends, MarsDAO, they will present Swipe to Trade. It is ecosystem for trading. And I invite here Mike Kirillov.
У тебя там будет видео?
Сначала видео.
Сначала видео. Смотри, ты говоришь пару слов вступительных, мы включаем видео.
Hi everyone, can you hear me now? Please give me 5 minutes and that's all. So I'm Mike from MarsDAO, and today I will be really straight and forward. Please see our video teaser and then I will pitch you our idea, and that's all. Thank you.
Launch a video.
Everyone thinks that cryptocurrency trading is enormously complicated, and only experts can cope with it. But that's not true. Meet Laura. She is a crypto trader. It is much more easier for her to buy a coin rather than to get up from a chair. And this is Samir. Just now, selling ice cream, he has also sold some coins. It is all thanks to Swipe to Trade. Users can follow opinion leaders and their ratings, repeat actions in one move, write posts, comment, and rate tier. Share your opinion about the deals, and your subscribers will definitely see it. It's easy to buy and to sell, to make transfers to a bank card, withdraw money, and top up any cryptocurrency in one motion. And rest assured, your money belongs only to you. The security of users' assets is our priority, so the platform uses all the advantages of blockchain and decentralization. The world of cryptocurrencies is a future that should be accessible to everyone. Easy and simple, owing to Swipe to Trade.
Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. So before I will proceed to our presentation, I want just to recapture where is crypto now. So let's go.
Turn on, please, presentation.
Swipe to Trade.
Okay. So while they are starting our presentation, just see the market statistics. We have conducted a research based on different companies such as Grayscale, and we outlined the following digits.
Презентация есть на диске.
400 million users have made even at least one crypto transaction. At least one mention of digital assets appear on social media each second, and thus 80,000 mentions appear on a daily basis. $80 billion worth of crypto are traded each day, and 500 swaps and orders are executed each minute. Regarding demographics, in CIS region, a quarter of all population knows what is crypto, but they don't know how to trade it. For the US market, a third of total population, they even want to buy crypto, but they are afraid to do so. And let's talk globally. A quarter of world's population of active age, they declared their willingness to invest in crypto assets. But why they don't do so? Well, there are a few reasons for it. The first one, they simply don't know how to do it. Or even if they do, they don't know what to buy, where, and when. There are hundreds of central exchanges as well as DEX tools, but the interface is so complex, so even for advanced user, it's impossible to do it. And finally, you cannot trust to abundance of experts and bloggers who publish their reports because you cannot see their actual performance. And it's impossible to track all of them simultaneously. So now, opening the presentation, we'll see the statistics and go into our product. So yeah, please give us 2 minutes, and while this, just want to highlight the key idea. So as I mentioned, $80 billion are traded on the crypto market each day, and it's even not the whole market itself. So what we have created, we are launching a new product called Swipe to Trade. And what is it? It's a platform with social and trading features where any person can follow users and experts' advices and repeat their deals with just one swap. So we decided to create 2 versions of it. The first one is mobile app. It's simple, and we focus on swipes. While we have also desktop terminal, and for complex orders, you have a few clicks to do on our terminal. So as I mentioned, we have firstly the trading platform, and we have created the limit order, the stomp limit order, and we implement also automatic order. What does it mean? It means that when you want to buy a position, you may set all your stop losses and take profits automatically. So you don't need to make all of them sequentially. And also, we implemented a convenient search and selection of currency pairs, as well as charts and statistics of each asset. And also, another advantage is that we created the convenient portfolio tracking. So just take your Excel file with all your statistics and performance about trading and move it to the trash because you don't need it all. You just see all your assets, you click to each of them, and then the list of all necessary statistics appears to you. For example, we are talking about the quantity, the current asset value, as well as the purchase price. The second element of our platform is the crypto social media. And what is it? We highlight 3 key elements. Firstly, you may just follow any expert. The second, you may see their statistics, trade, and repeat each trade you want. Also, of course, you may discuss these ideas of experts with anyone from the community itself. And we have developed the multi-parametric model for an expert, so we score them, and we account for weekly profit, the number of their followers, the number of people that decided to copy their trades, and so on. So let's sum up. Swipe to Trade is launching just for one reason, to bring a real mass adoption to the market. We have not seen any product that decided to launch and to bring to Web3 and crypto millions of users. And here, for an ordinary user, from Web 2, there are a few features. First one is that they may just buy crypto, withdraw assets, as well as deposit just with a single click. They may execute complex orders with a single swipe. As well, they may subscribe to any expert and follow their leads with just a single swipe. Just choose the amount you want to invest and that's it. It's not a copy trading on the CEX, for example. And for an expert, we are a platform that allow you to create profile, share your thoughts, share your articles and tips, and monetize your knowledge. So the world of crypto is a future that should be available to everyone. And Swipe to Trade does it simple and convenient. Thank you.
Please, any questions for Mike? Do you have any questions? Okay. Yes. You have question? Please. Okay. We have a question. What's the difference from simple exchanges?
Yeah, well, the simple exchange has a lot of buttons. I want a question to you as well. So, do you use all these buttons? For example, when I go to Binance and then I move to Gate, I don't really understand what is going on. And we decided to choose all of these buttons that are necessary and we don't integrate them to our exchange. So you will have one interface as a desktop terminal. When you want to buy a position, you have just a list of orders you want to execute and that's it. You don't need different like launch pools and other stuff. You want to trade crypto, we do it for you. So just go to our platform, trade crypto and understand what's going on, that's all.
Okay. Thank you. So you have good support.
I want to ask how you raise, how much you raise.
Okay, we are launching soon on April, and we are seeking for strategical partners. So you may contact me, and we'll talk. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, give me a mic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last but not the least project in this line. It is EYWA. EYWA Cross-Chain Data and Liquidity Protocol, decentralized alternative to CEX listing. And we will listen Mr. Faraj Abutalibov, who will present this startup here. Oh, you're here. Thank you.
Hi, guys.
So please launch the presentation. Oh, you're ready.
Hi, everyone. I'm Faraj. I'm one of the co-founders of EYWA Cross-Chain Data and Liquidity Protocol. So, есть переключатель? Как мне листать слайды? Okay. Yeah. So basically, possibly all of you know that there is a lot of issues with the DeFi currently, and DeFi is decentralized finance, and currently when the projects have to launch on the decentralized exchanges, they have to split their liquidity between 6 chains. So, or they could go for the centralized exchange listing. So after the FTX fallout, many people and many projects did not want to go for centralized exchanges, and they prefer to go DeFi. But in that case, they have to have 6 times more liquidity to list on those exchanges. We provide the solution for that. And second one is the focus of our protocol is cross-chain security, because more than $2 billion were lost in cross-chain hacks last year. And we are focusing our solution on making the most decentralized cross-chain solution among all. And we will have 200 validators, and the biggest competitors of ours like Multichain, Stargate, they're all centralized solutions and susceptible to the hacks. Ronin Bridge lost $600 million in the hack last year, just because of centralization. So there are trends, and the trends is that there are double-digit growth in the amount of decentralized transactions, the user growth for decentralized exchanges. So whenever you guys want to go up on the trend of decentralization and decentralized exchanges, that's the way to go with EYWA. So the solution is that we're actually allowing projects to use 6 times less liquidity, meaning 6 times less cost for the going on the exchange, and also decentralized listing. The market size is quite big. It's $112 billion on the cross-chain transaction volume, and around $18 million were generated by the bridges. So if we take 10% of the volume, it will be 1.8 million per month. So this is the heart of the solution. We utilize the hub model. We connect 6 largest by TVL EVM chains, and these are our competitors. The multi-chain is $2 billion competitor. Stargate is $212 billion competitor, $1 million competitor in liquidity, and we are actually 2 to 3 times more efficient than Stargate and Layer 0, another competitor, AMMDEX. So this is the use case. I've covered that. And there are a number of advantages of our solution over our competitors. One of them is that we actually will be able to pay yield farming rewards for the projects that come and list on our exchange, the centralized exchange. This is the team. We're 33 people and 23 blockchain developers, very international, lots of professionals from the crypto space, lots of projects behind the back. The team won 6 grants from 6 different blockchains. There are 3 hackathons and number of backers on the right, both from the international VCs and local VCs. And we currently are in the final round of the fundraise, and we actually launched in the mainnet just recently, in the technical mainnet, and the commercial mainnet will come very soon. The token utility, I'll not cover that, but there is a lot of utilities for the token. One is the transactions. You can pay for the transactions, you get the yield farming, you get the staking rewards because we have our own security blockchain associated with that. This is the tokenomics, and the investment deal is the 60 million post-value money for the private round. And we offer the investors and VCs and angels to come and approach us. And if you guys are interested to talk to us for the cross-chain protocol, we'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks a lot, guys. This is complicated solution, very DeFi-oriented, but one of those that will be changing the cross-chain industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Faraj. Dear guests, do you have questions to Mr. Faraj? No. You have question, please. Mr. Faraj, what's the difference between other cross-chain protocols?
Yeah, there are many cross-chain protocols. One of the large differences from our side is that we have our own infrastructure. So other protocols are building on top of Layer 0 or on top of Axelar, which is largest cross-chain providers. We will have our own nodes, our own validators, and it will be the most decentralized, most secure protocol for communication. So every cross-chain, every centralized bridge hack will act in our favor, and we're more efficient than our competitors. So we'll be just cheaper to move the funds in between.
Okay, thank you. And we have another question. How much money do you raise now?
So we actually are in the middle of our round. We are raising 6.5 million private round, and out of that we already raised 3. So there's 3 more to go. And we're very close to the commercial launch of our mainnet. After that, we'll become profitable. We will start generating revenue. So, and at that stage, we'll close the fundraise. So, the investors should hurry up to get the investment in EYWA.
Okay, should they write straight to your Telegram account or?
Yeah, they can contact me and I'll pass them to my business development team, and we together will show them more details about the project and they can invest later on. Right?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Feroz. You heard everything and you can just write him personally or write a question with hashtag question to our community chat. Ladies and gentlemen, now for the first line, it's all projects who should present you pitches. And I want to remind you that here we have two more levels. We have VIP room for art, it's here. You can ask our reception ladies of upgrading your tickets and go there also. And on the 11th floor, we have sea level. If you want to communicate closer with venture capital investors in private atmosphere, you can also upgrade your ticket on the reception. Now we have a short break. You can have some lunch, a little, find some food here on the catering, and then come back, please. We have two more pitches lines. Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, no, no. Пока... Не-не-не-не-не. А кто сказал? Марат? С такой прической. Окей. Я к тому, что музыку чуть-чуть приглушите, пожалуйста. Сейчас я объявление сделаю. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please come back and take your seats. We will continue our second line of pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are starting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of empty chairs here. Please return. I hope you have already eaten all tasty food. Please sit down.
Second or third?
Second.
Сделаю вот эту презентажку, потом если я нужен там кого-то представить, я представлю, а потом ты уже...
Не-не, ты не нужен. Не в том плане, что ты никому не нужен, а в том плане... Ну, типа, мне кажется, наоборот, логично будет, чтобы ты сейчас пошел на C-level и уже потихоньку туда тащил випов. Вот.
Да, мне только тоже.
Сейчас как раз ты сделаешь презы про C-level. Ты скажешь, ребят, кому? А те, у кого нет билетов, тех на...
Да, идите на ресепшн. Там, я не знаю, для штуки, мне кажется, может какой-то промоушен, я не знаю. Ну, можно и держать планку, в принципе, да.
Это к Марату, я не против. Вот смотри, чел апсетится, но и мы его сейчас запустим. Видим?
Да, давай.
One, two, 1, 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please sit down, take your seats, because we are starting. And now we will show you another one, very interesting product. Can you guess what vertical is it? Is it GameFi, maybe? Or maybe it is decentralized finance? Let's show. Нет, смотри, сейчас будет, да, я понял тебя. Сначала вот этот чел, который грустно сидит на диване, который тебе отправлял в личку видос.
Я ему сейчас бахну видос.
Да, мы его бахнем. Да, по моей команде. Выключаем музыку, бахаем видос, и потом сразу выходит второй чел, который заканчивал, ну, Фарадж. Да, вот. Его вторая часть презентации. Да, он говорит, ребята, типа, вот это C-level, и забирает с собой C-level, и все, и уходит. Да.
Да, я не знаю, что это значит, мне надо ответить на
да,
вопрос.
Он,
вот эту презентацию я вывожу?
Да.
Спасибо.
Да. Сейчас пока музыку потише. Okay, dear guests, how are you today? How is your mood? Tell me, please. Okay, but why are you so sad? Please, come on, guys, take your seats. We are starting. It will be more interesting now. Please, come on. Oh, you can tell us about it shortly. What we will see now.
Welcome to Banger, the place where every game.
2 words about it. What we will watch now.
Hello? Okay. So you're going to see a short video of Banger Games. We basically track data for traditional games. We will be integrating blockchain games down the line. But our main focus is bringing people to the crypto industry through smart competition and smart objectives. We connect, gamers can connect to our platform with their in-game accounts, let's say Steam, Epic Games, EA Sports if they're playing FIFA. And that way we start offering them one hub place to track their data and participate and create smart competition. So tournaments, leagues, etc.
Okay, let's watch.
Welcome to Banger, the place where every gamer's passion comes alive. All 3 billion of them. Banger is a platform where gamers can create their own tournaments, own their victories, trade their spoils, express themselves, make new friends, explore, discover, learn, create, and get rewarded. All of it by playing the games they already love. Our collection of digital collectibles created by Star Wars artist Adelina will make every step of their gaming journeys even more valuable. So it's simple. Your history and your identity as a gamer across all the games you play in one place and free to join. And we've partnered with the best. Banger was chosen by some of the top companies in the world like Fantasy, IBM, and Google. We're looking forward to dive deeper on what makes Banger special and the structure of our business model. Thank you for your time.
Banger, every day is game day.
Okay, so let's start. The second part is for GameFi and metaverses. But before we start, I want to invite here Mr. Feroz Aboutalibov, and he will present another product and C-level floor. Please, Mr. Feroz, take your mic.
Hi, guys. Можно... Hello, everyone, again. As you know, my name is Feroz, and this is a Crypto Executives Club presentation. So, I myself, I am having 15 years in oil and gas, but I've created a community of executives. It's 1,500 members, actually 1,700 members of the executives all over crypto. I'm a co-founder of DAO Fund, which is accelerator for the startups. I'm also a CBDO and co-founder of EYWA cross-chain protocol. So how it started, we have basically a networking group of 1,700 executives. It's all layer ones. There are 300 VCs. There are lots of launchpad, CEXs, centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and every person out of those executives were personally vetted to come into the group. So what we have done, we basically have also the list of the people that within it. It's a Telegram group, and every person have been, it has a position within the crypto space at C-level. So it's either co-founders, or it's a CMO or CFO of a cross-chain, or any other protocols or layer ones. And there are people from Binance, there are people from Tezos, Avalanche, Phantom, etc. So what I have decided is I've decided to create a club within the community and collect the top-level executives into the special place where the people can network, they can grow their business, they can actually communicate, they can find friends, they can find the people, and they can boost their business through my connections and also through the entire ecosystem of crypto executives. So we will have a chat, we will have a closed exclusive members group. It will be started with 40 members only, and then it will go like really, the invites will be closed, and after that it will be invite-only club. So we also will have a relationship business manager that will help the projects to grow their business. We will have regular offline and online meetups, and obviously the dinners, similar to some that we have done before. And we will have internal fund as well to invest in the projects, but also we will be able to get the internal pitches for the projects that would like to pitch their ideas to the other fellow executives. So we also will plan to have a facilitated group of 7, like peer-to-peer growth groups. So that's another benefits that members will do. There are a number of other benefits that the members will enjoy, but ultimately what they will get is like they will grow both in their business and also personal growth as well. So we will basically, it will be a members-only club. It will similar to Capital's Club or similar to the Crypto Club in London. We'll have the partnerships with many clubs around the world. And here is basically the link to join the Google Docs file. Put your request, and then we will analyze your profile, and if all good, we'll be welcoming you to the club. So basically, if you're surrounded by the best, you will be the best sooner or later. Thanks a lot, guys. I think I would really will be happy to meet you all in the club that I'll be creating. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Mr. Feroz, tell about C-Level, please.
So yeah, on 11th floor, we are having C-Level Lounge. It's basically the lounge created for C-Level executives. There are lots of startups, founders, but mainly the venture capital guys from all over crypto field are now in 11th floor. It's a lounge. You can come to the reception. There is like a payment to go there. And if you're interested to talk to lots of VCs, that's where we'll be. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please come and sit down. Now we are starting the line number 2. And we will start all pitches. As I told you before, we have not only pitches today, we have only interesting speakers with topics to open them, to discuss. And now I want to invite Mr. Soham Panchamia. Mr. Soham Panchamia, where are you? Yes, come here, please. And Mr. Soham will tell you an overview of regulations impacting Web3 companies in the United Arab Emirates, with an emphasis on key points from the VERA regulations. Please start. If you need it, you can take also.
So I'm sure all of you are very excited to hear about why regulations are important, because they are, mostly because nobody likes them, but you've still got to follow them. So one of the things I do is work with a lot of Web3 companies to help them understand what are the regulations they have to follow and what are the regulations that they can work with in a way that is the most cost-effective and time-effective way of doing so. So over here, you see a little bit of a background on what the regulatory regime in the UAE looks like. You've got 5 regulators, and the main thing you've got to realize is, depending on where you operate in the UAE, a different regulator's rules will be applicable to you. As of last week, pretty much every major regulator has released a whole series of rules to make sure that Web3 companies have to follow certain rules and guidelines. And it's extremely important that any founder and any VC working in this space fully understands what obligations are upon them when they start their business or when they get their money and decide to invest in a business, only to realize that that business now has to go through a years-long process in order to be able to actually go to market. The most important rulebook that I think anybody here needs to be aware of is the virtual asset issuance rulebook. And the only reason for mentioning this one over all the others is very simple. For all the other kinds of rulebooks, these are traditional financial services. If you're engaging in starting an exchange, if you are performing a broker-dealer service, if you're doing anything along those lines, you pretty much know chances are you're going to get regulated. But the virtual asset issuance rulebook, which has been issued by VARA, is unique pretty much in the entire world, because now, if you're a Web3 company that simply issues a token, any kind of token, you have to get registered. It doesn't matter if you're a gaming platform. If you've got an in-house token that goes outside of your platform and gets listed on Binance, VARA is going to know about it. If you've got a social media platform and you've got a token over there, as one of my clients is currently realizing quite painfully, you have to get registered. So the question now becomes, how do you want to deal with this? And what provision are you making in your slide deck, in your business plan? And how are VCs now considering projects knowing that this is a huge aspect of everything that's going to affect them? And bear in mind that while this is only the current state of play in the UAE, all the popular jurisdictions for Web3 companies have their own sets of regulations now, whether that be the BVI or Cayman, where most Web3 companies are setting up their foundations, whether that be in Bahrain, whether that be in Saudi, whether that be in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in London, in Switzerland, in New York. Wherever you go, the local regulator is very interested in what you're doing, because they've realized that people in this space are not just playing around with fake coins, they're actually playing around with very real money. And as soon as money gets involved, governments are interested. It's too late to go back to the times of 2018, where it was a free-for-all, everybody could list whatever they wanted and they could launch an ICO and do whatever the hell they wanted. Now, the rules are here. So if you want to survive in this marketplace, you want to thrive in this marketplace, you've got to come in line with every other tech company that operates in the Web2 space, which is that whenever they go into a fundraising, whenever they go into discussions with the VC, whenever a VC engages in discussions with a project, one of the first questions they have to ask is, how quickly can you go to market aside from just making your product? What is it going to take for your product to actually be allowed to go to market? What jurisdictions are you going to be in when you launch? Do you have the right to be in those jurisdictions? It's very easy to say we operate in a decentralized way, anyone, anywhere can use us. But unfortunately, we still live in a world with national borders and boundaries, and each of those countries has their own rules. And if you want to operate in a legitimate legal way and not out of, say, St. Kitts and Nevis or Panama, but actually in a jurisdiction where a VC is going to look at you and know you're not going to run away with their money and disappear to the Seychelles, you've got to operate in one of the major jurisdictions like the UAE. And if you want to operate here, these are the rules, and there's going to be some money to pay. It's not the end of the world. It's just something that has to be accounted for as you plan and as you progress. So, as I can see from this riveted audience, you're all dying to know more about regulations. If any of you want to have a chat about the kinds of problems you're facing or the issues that you might want to consider as you take your project forward or you invest in a new project that you're looking at, find me in the crowd. Let's have a chat. Always happy to have a good conversation. Regulations, I'm a jam. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Sohan. And we will move forward. And if here we have a founder of the 2040 World Metaverse Ecosystem Project, Konstantin Lenich. If you are here, please come and have a short words about your project. If not, let's turn on the video and watch about it more.
Hi, my name is Konstantin Lenich and I'm the head of investor relations at 2040 World. Did you notice how much time people spend in virtual reality today on their phones, on their social networks? And the mission of this project is to change how blockchain gaming and gaming in general is perceived. This is the end of play to earn. This is the beginning of play and earn. The biggest problems of the blockchain gaming industry, they come down to three things: poor graphics and poor gameplay quality, poor economical mechanics, all of them are a Ponzi scheme, the desire of instant gratification from players. They want to be tokenized for absolutely everything they do. They don't get tokens, they don't go into the game. Classic games, on the other hand, they have beautiful gameplay, beautiful graphics, but absolutely no way to monetize your gaming experience. Did you know that the global blockchain gaming industry was valued at $4.6 billion in 2022 and is projected to grow to over 60 by 2027? That's a 70% compounded annual growth rate. That's an amazing number. We decided to build 2040 World not as a metaverse, but as a huge full-scale gaming universe with its own economical system built inside of it. This allows us to combine certain principles which create a system which functions like a real-world economy. And history is our best teacher. We looked at the history of the Age of Discovery, followed by the development of modern science and the Industrial Revolution, and we figured that by replicating certain principles and mechanics in the virtual world, we can replicate the same processes. 2040 World is the gamification of a real-world economy with its own ups and downs, with its golden ages, with its depressions, with all kinds of things that can happen in this economical system. And this environment is different from what we see in other games. It allows players to create value for one another. Basically, one player can mine something, then sell it to the other guy. He can create some building materials from it. That guy can build a house. The third player can then rent this house and create a business inside of it. So unlike the other free-to-play gaming platforms which charge money for in-game items and all kinds of other things and resources, we have a closed system where value is built inside the game, like in a real-world economy of any country that we have on this planet. This allows us to have the revenue streams for our business also in three things. We sell in-game items, which are necessary to gain the experience. We sell digital avatars, which are the players' avatars who they play and the characters that they use inside the game. And we do marketing integrations. By the end of 2023, we plan to be spending up to $1 million per month on marketing, including classical models through influencers, through targeted ads, through banner ads, and also we're launching a series of digital influencers. These are like real characters who will gain their personality, gain their popularity, and they will help us to drive down the player acquisition costs. We are looking to have 200,000 players playing the game next year after we launch the beta in February of 2023 with a conversion rate of about 7 to 10% into paying customers. Again, we have really good traction. We started last year, we launched our alpha last year, we had 10,000 registrations, we gave access to 2,040 people, as the name of the game is, and out of those 2,040 people, about 1,500 completed the registration, 700 people completed the alpha, about 450 people came out and they purchased preliminary in-game items for $300,000 when the alpha testing was over. We expanded our team to 35 people, including top experts from all kinds of industry leaders. Right now, we are in the investment round. Its amount is 2.7 million. We have already raised 900,000 out of that, leaving 1.8 million on the table for the taking. In the angel round, we raised 1.4 million. This is our offer today. So it is 1.8 million for the private round. Or if you're looking at private equity, we are considering a private equity partner in the amount of 5 to 10% of the company at the valuation of $20 million today. Guys, this is a unique opportunity. We are already changing the way gaming industry is perceived, and we invite you to join us in this exciting and amazing endeavor.
This story is more than what it seems.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank this video. And if you have some questions, you know what to do. You can open our Dubai community chat, #question, and write your question for exact project. Now I want to invite here again Mr. beloved by you, Mike Kirillov from Mars DAO. And he will tell you about cosmic FOMO. It's another GameFi project. Please, Mike, take your mic and tell us about it.
Hi, everyone. I hope you remember me. I'm Mike from MarsDAO, and now we're launching a product called Cosmic FOMO. So the idea is really simple. We have an app, a game, that you enter, play, try different trading strategies, don't risk your assets, but you have an option to earn in-game token rewards. That's simple. So the gameplay is the following. You just have to buy an NFT box, you open it in our game, mint a pilot. Each pilot has its unique design, like its features and so on. So afterwards, you go to the flight. You select assets that you think that will boost in price. Then you send your pilot to space, crash meteorites to get gems, and that's it. That's simple. And we decided to introduce you 4 types of pilots. And they differ only by the stop loss percentage. So we have a holder, a trader, an arbitrager, and a scalper. They have stop losses of 5, 10, 15, and 100%. So the scalper has not stop loss at all. So the higher is the stop loss, the more you risk, but the more reward you may potentially gain. And this is the interface of the main screen. As you may see, there is a pilot with your design. Above it, you have its type, and below, 4 circles indicate the specifics of your pilot. So it's a level. The higher it is, the more advanced pilot you have. Also, you have body, so it wears each race. You have stamina. When you increase your level, it recovers, and as well minting. So we decided to give you an exclusive option to mint 3 times new pilots from your existing one. If you want, you may sell them afterwards as NFTs on the marketplace, or play another agent if you want. And there are 4 basic indicators that will adjust your strategy, and based on it, it will affect your earnings. It means that basic level income yield means that you will earn tokens even if you are losing the game. The higher income you have, the more tokens you will earn in any case. Also, we have capacity, means you may choose more assets in your race. Also, we have luck, so you will have higher chance of smashing meteorite and catching a loot box. And durability, so you will pay less for different upgrades and recoveries. We introduce you 2 game modes, and all of them are interesting. The first one is solo mode. You are beating the market. Just imagine you are going to exchange, buy an asset for a loan, and wait when the price will go up. It's the same, so you may beat the market or not. While the hardcore mode means that you don't actually beat the market, but you beat other players. It may be your friends, enemies, or just other people from mass tournaments. And if you are outperforming them, then you get the prize and the prize pool. So we decided to make a unique tokenomics model, and we don't sell any token to the market. We just issue 10,000 NFT pieces of Gene's collection. Each of pilot has its own design, and we distribute use proceeds the following way. So half of funds will go to the liquidity. 25% will go to marketing, 15% to product development team, and 10% just a reserve fund for any risks. So you will ask me, why are you launching GameFi project after so much failures? So I will explain you the following. We have talked to many teams. We have analyzed all the projects that were presented in the market, and we would outline 4 key mistakes, and then we'll define you our vision, how we think we may outbeat the market. So there are the following mistakes. The first one is the inflation of a token. And yes, it is inevitable, but you need to do any other mechanisms that would allow you to have the more optimal picture. So the second is that just remember your favorite game. For example, it is your favorite game because it either has a scenario, just remember Uncharted, or it has a looping cycle, as Counter-Strike or Subway Surf. So many games in GameFi don't have either of it. Also, there is an issue that games lack of negative mathematical expectation. If you are only rewarding people tokens, then your economy doesn't work. You need to give something back. And of course, in-game balance. If the game contains some losers and winners that are consistently doing so, for people it's uninteresting to play the game. And we have the following advantages. The first one is that we have negative mathematical expectation. It means that, for example, if you want to upgrade a pilot, you want to mint a new one or merge two of yours, you need to pay a fee. That's why we have more sustainable tokenomics model. And we have conducted many mathematical tests, and yeah, we see the results are really optimistic. So we have 5 deflationary tools, as well as we have a game-balanced design. So you have a solo mode and hardcore mode, and you have to play both of them. That's why it would be interesting for you to continue playing the game. And the interesting part is that we have dual tokenomics model. The first phase is focused on attracting enough attention from the community and attracting users as well, while we will go to the second phase when the number of the people of maximum level will be high enough. So afterwards, we'll introduce our ecosystem token MDAO. It has 20K holders and deflationary mechanisms. And in-game token will be only available just for some repairs, mints, and other stuff. So the pressure for it will be really less. And why should you trust us? Well, see our list of partners. We conducted partnerships with Mercedes-AMG Racing Team and CV Performance Group at GT4 series. Also, we have True Ecosystem as our partner, Bot Planet, EYWA, Mad Backpacks, Redbot Games, and other partnership will be announced soon. So if you want to talk, here is my QR code. I would be glad to answer any question. And we are launching soon, so keep updated. Thank you.
Thank you. If you have any questions, please ask. If not, you can write in our community with #question. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now I want to present you Endgain. Endgain, it is DeFi company, and it will be only video here. Please launch it.
Hello everyone, my name is Vlad. I'm the founder and the CEO of the Endgain protocol. Today we're going to take a short look at this pitch deck and supply you with the existing information about the project. So it's unified DeFi solution board into DeFi as easy as never before. The world's first insured DeFi platform is properly aggregated tools for making sustainable yields. You will get it a bit later. So I mean, even 0.9% of whole crypto market isn't boarded into DeFi because it's too boring. The gap is too big between those areas, right? And it's absolutely tough for everyone to get onboarded on that and eventually have some, profits and earn basic on the liquidity to that the guys supplied. Actually, there are the problems, and we have a firm solution about this. So the clear UI and UX design for even onboarding a non-crypto native audience in there, provide flexible coverage by insurance for helping the people playing on all those risks, technical and economical, and all this risk, because DeFi is still risky nature. And compile the variety of DeFi tools by aggregating them, so the thousands of protocols, the thousands of the different tokens pair, and the investment opportunities, eventually put it in there. So, and get the options on how DeFi provides gains based on strategy and the risk approach, because we are divided this on the categories. Engage about one simple use case, save funds onboarding into DeFi with a clear system of earnings within one platform, of course. So the use case, when the John onboards the funds, I mean on-ramp or off-ramp, or by creating the existing wallet, and funds distributing by choosing the preferences, light or promote, and having the ROI calculator where those funds gonna be supplied. And actually the funds management is more about secure portfolio management ecosystem, which are going to supply you with the information about how you are generating the profits and what is the general, overlook in there. Money should work, not our users, of course. So here is the customer journey map for the in-game use case. Sign up, top up the funds from credit card, bank transfer, or crypto, and select and improve your plan by having these things correlated with the ROI calculator. Project architecture fully based on the Cosmos SDK for sustainable interoperability and having this cross-chain mechanism in there. NG token, is a utility governance token of the whole ecosystem. Protection based on the NG token. In platform currency is the NG token, and locking access to the advanced protection contracts is the NG token. By holding some NG, you will get X, Y, and Z amount of benefits. Insured means secured, so the coverage against the technical insurance and actually financial losses. So that's basically what we are doing here, and what is our main benefits is about, because after FTX crashes and a lot of CeFi got failed, the people need to be protected. Personal assistance, AI, NG, they're gonna supply and provide overlooking about all the different pools for rebalancing your capital between those ones who is performing better, right? And the assets management recommendation based on low risk, middle risk, and high risk. So of course there's gonna be the AI assistant that will helping you being just the more sustainable in what are you doing in the DeFi platform. Community drive, so there are the in-game guardians, KOLs, advisors, and angel retail investors that are going to be pretty limited in the amount of collections. There's 70 of them, not more. And merit hunter is the early birds for the community. We are going to divide them the economics allocation and the more benefits for the easy to get the first concept of MVP and stuff like that. So that is basically proof of partnership for everybody who are going to get on board. Just the early roadmap, super promising, super tight. Oh my gosh. So I think this is gonna supply with the more existing materials and the what we are approaching things, what we are about. The core team, actually we have a great chief level management. So you will be supplied with the closer look on those guys, from having this pitch deck. And actually become integrated in the new financial reality within game. Cheers guys. Thanks so much for your attention and attending your energy to this video. Goodbye, see you.
Thank you. So, very nice. And now we have online connection from Zoom. Let's watch, and it is another metaverse project, AA Meta. Guys are online, and yeah, here they are. And they will tell us about your project just right now. You are online, please start.
1 2 1 2, can you hear me? All good?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Nick. Very nice to meet you. Today I'm going to present you a bit about AA Meta. We are a Web3 video game publisher and ecosystem. So let's get started. So we are currently following the initiatives of Falcon Economy. We are based in Abu Dhabi in 2454. And recently, if you were following the news, you've seen that Abu Dhabi announced the Falcon Economy initiatives, which are the concept to highlight the region economic growth. And there are 2 points that we're currently following officially. It's the digitalization and the new technology sectors. And then we are attracting specialized human capital into the country, especially to Abu Dhabi. So what is the actual ecosystem of the AA Meta? So currently we have a studio which been doing Web 2 games and Web 3 games for the past year and a half. We have a couple of titles that some of them are launched and some of them are in process. Those are play-to-earn blockchain-based games and other projects that we are also currently co-developing and helping develop and advising, such as Evo, B9. We are also partners with Chikoroko, big collectible, I would say, infrastructure, I would say, a marketplace. And then we also have our internal marketing agency for the projects to be developed. Currently, we are also developing an IE engine based on direct data from the human brain. We've been working with the scientists for the past 8 years in order to develop in a company Evo, in order to develop a special, I would say, device which connects to the VR, I would say, headsets, which can receive direct data from the human brain in a way of waves. So it's real-time direct response data, and it's available immediately. This, I will keep you updated. You can follow the progress of this. This is one of the new things that we recently announced for the A Meta and for the projects that are within the ecosystem. Also, let's break down a bit the project that we currently have. We have 3 projects that some of them are already launched and have evaluation. Others are, just being launched, and those are our, I would say, projections for 2024 and 2025, in which we see the ecosystem revenue streams are mostly Web3, then advertising and data selling. I will explain you a bit about the data selling and advertising just in a few slides. This is one of the main slides, I would say, that represents the ecosystem and what we are trying to build. So we see that Web3, and over the past couple of years, it's been mostly community driven. There is a lot of initiatives that empower the community. And we decided to wrap all our ecosystem around the community. So as mentioned previously, we have 5 in-house titles, which are being developed. 3 of them are very actively being developed. A couple of others, they are still on hold or either being planned. Then we want to act also as a publishing house where we have 30 titles in which we participate IP and equity. Those are Web 2 and Web 3. And then, of course, one of the main, I would say, tiers of the AA Meta is the indie projects. As most of us know, there is a lot of indie developers that lack the support or just lack in general any tools to further develop their projects. We deliver them marketing, development, liquidity, and support in general. Our target KPIs is 1 million users by the end of 2025, 100,000 active wallets, and 2.5 billion minutes spent in dApps, which is figures that are very achievable, especially with the growth of Web3. So currently, we are on the way to reach 500,000 users by the end of 2023. This is including the projects that are within the ecosystem. And we want to have within the ecosystem a KYC, which will be perfect for have information about the users. We also want to empower users who are within the ecosystem to have a fixed income if they, of course, use our apps or dApps that are within the ecosystem. Big data collection, then DAO, profit share economy, CBDC, especially with the recent news and the recent announcement of Abu Dhabi of moving the CBDC initiative forward, and as mentioned previously, community-driven structure. We have big plans for MENA, especially for GCC. This is one of the regions that has been developing rapidly for the past, I would say, 2, 3, 5 years. And we see that human capital investment is the essential part of the A Meta ecosystem. So if we actively develop A Meta, we see that there are various parties that are interested in education, in workspace creation, in grants, in region enrichment and hackathons, and all of this goes to the human capital growth of MENA region. As we are based in the UAE, it's very easy to reach out other countries that are within the region, and Abu Dhabi has a very developed framework for building a Web3 startup. As mentioned previously also, I want to just say that Web3 data is in a demand. There is a lot of, well, I would say it is different compared to the Web 2. And we see that our biggest competitors, such as Meta or Google, they gain most of their revenue from advertising. And by this, I want to say that if we collect data from the users of the AA Meta, which they could decide either sell or not, we can empower users actually to sell their data in return to their, I would say, a profit or just to monetize it. We also see that within this ecosystem, especially if we have plenty of projects, there could be a place for a work tool, let's say a smartphone, which will contain all of those apps. And we think bringing advertisers towards this work tool is a great thing to actually benefit for the ecosystem and to empower just in general advertisers. Our end users are most of MENA, but we think that Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia are actually very interesting places to explore such ecosystem as ours. We have a couple of potential blockchains that we are looking to build on. These are not final, but we are very open to any solutions that or any other blockchains there could be, that especially if they are Ethereum based or built on Solidity. But those are one of those potential blockchains that we have. Who are the dev team? So our dev team is Amber. We have 2 years in Web2 developing. We attracted more than $5 million for our in-house projects, and there's been only a couple. We are based in UAE, and this is a side studio that's helping us developing the AA Meta. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to talk with any projects that are looking to join us in Abu Dhabi, that are looking for a legal structure that we already have, especially with the licensing. Those can be Web3 and Web2. We are looking for educational projects, projects that are in education field, in creative field, and of course, gaming projects. You can contact me via the phone, email, or via Telegram. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. If you have some questions, just you can ask. I'll give you a mic and you ask our pitcher. Okay, thank you. See you. If you have a question, just write to our community chat with #question and you will reach these guys. And now...
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have not only startup pitching today, we try to make it world a little bit better. Okay, before I will continue, I just ask a little bit silence, please, because here it's too difficult to continue. Ladies and gentlemen who are near the kitchen, please make your voice a little bit more silent. Thank you. So, as I told, we have not only startup pitching today. We are trying to make this world a little bit better. And there is a place for charity also. Now you will hear the pitch of Tim Gareev. He will tell you about the project Charity Keys. And I will invite him now here. Yes, Tim, please. You have the word. Turn on.
So yeah, hi. So today we'll talk a little bit about charity. Yeah, it's not very popular theme. By the way, can you kill these slides, please? Just kill them. I don't like them. So, not the presentation. Presentation is okay. The lights. Thank you. So, this is better. This is better. Now you feel the energy. So, our project is an international NFT kind of DAO kind of project, which main idea is to sell number of like remakes of Gustav Klimt, The Kiss, the beautiful Kiss by Gustav Klimt, made by Ellen Shadlin and I think 11 cool artists. So the 70% of proceeds will go to the fund to help people living with rare diseases. So next slide, let's go. So this is a collaboration of CollabArt, which work with artists, and RAA. RAA is a DAO, which main idea is to provide charity via the token. And we will talk about it later a little bit. This is the RDI, a very cool fund supporting like 100 countries. And so, you remember this work, and this work was remade by these wonderful people. Ellen Shadlin, we're not showing kisses here. MetaPoint, Dr. Formalist, let's stop on this. This is one of my favorites. And Go, yes, Oleg Chomp, which is not working, it is a particle thing. Yuma Yanagisawa from Japan. And then, previous slide. Oh, no, let's go next, and then go previous, yeah. So, we created a big impact showcasing the problem of people living with rare diseases around the world. And we want to also support the MENA region in this case, and now we are in the search of the partner, and that's why we are not making a charity auction today, because we don't want to be not respectful to the MENA region. And so if you know some people from government and charity associations, also the guys who support the rare people living with rare diseases, please let us know. We are part of the team. We are the Jeta. My sunglasses, yeah. So this project has received a lot of coverage and many people know about this. And let's go to the previous slide. But what can we do now, really? We can sell the NFTs, which are the entrance to the sale of these wonderful works that you saw just before that. And for that, we just asked our cool partner, the Seventh Golden Gates, to provide us with an opportunity to buy these wonderful tokens. And I'm not making an auction. There will be a separate area. This area near the welcome zone, the right one, is now open, and it's not hot in there like here. You can check out the works, hang out with people, talk about charity, talk about doing good, and also use this wonderful thing. Now, you can represent yourself.
Thank you, Tim. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great possibility and honor for me to present you unique possibility to buy a unique collection of NFT for the charity reason, and our company, Seven Golden Gates, provide this payment. We are using unique technology, Smart Pay. When you use your cryptocurrency, you will pay, and in several minutes you will receive a unique NFT on your wallet.
How does it work? Just showcase it to me. Like, how does it work? I don't know the technology, by the way.
It's our magic.
So as I can see,
typical.
there is like TRC20, ERC20, and BEEP20, and also NFT there. Okay.
Yes. You just choose a currency that you prefer to pay. We will print amount, and after that you just can
so like paying
card.
with a card, but without the card, just with the terminal, yeah?
Yes.
And to pay in crypto and to buy NFTs.
Absolutely.
This is the simple explanation?
Yes. Yeah, this is unique.
Can you showcase how the NFT buying, like this NFT buying look like? Can you show it right now?
Okay, maybe somebody ready to pay right now?
Yeah, if you want to buy this, one of the rare tokens, one of them are rare, for $100, by the way, you can do it right now. If we have one person who are ready to help the project for the rare diseases, just lift a hand or not. Dima, maybe you will buy. Dima, buy the token.
Just 100 USDT.
100
if you have
USDT.
on your Binance account, we can do it right now. Or
the network.
Okay, anybody?
There is a technical difficulty about the BIP20 talk.
Only BIP20, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
BIP20.
This is the
yes.
use case? ERC20 works?
Yes, it's better to use for...
BIP20?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll come back in 1 minute. I buy BIP20 USDT and come back to you, okay?
Great. Yeah. Anybody else? By the way, as Tim told before, we have a special room, right hand, and you will come and choose some NFT, and we will help you.
Thank you. And let's go next slide, like the final slide, the main slide. Yeah. So by this thing, we are creating a DAO in which different people from around the world can vote up the charities. Well, I will not talk about the DAO anymore, and I wish you a wonderful night.
Thank you. Thank you for charity part of our event. Thank you, team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to launch a short video of Alaska company. And while it will be here, maybe if somebody of you are tired and you want a short break, you can have it now. Also, as Tim told, there is another part of our event is an art gallery here, just on my left hand. You can also check it. And now please launch this video. Let's watch it. And if you need, have a short break.
It's no man's land. Cold and harsh. Full of cutthroats, robbers, and other scumbags. But with tremendous opportunities. Everything you find, you can keep.
Okay, as I told you, today we have not only pictures. You have seen already 2 interesting articles which people prepared and told you. And now we have another special guest. It is Mr. Feroz Sanaullah. And he will tell you about ventures, capital, basics. Please, clap your hands. Let's invite him here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So I'm going to actually take you backwards in time. Instead of talking about Web3, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about venture capital, which is what I did for many years of my life. And I'll tell you the reason for that. A lot of you have raised your money through ICOs, IEOs, and other token offerings. A time will come when you'll need to part with equity in your company. So I'll talk to you a little bit about what does that mean, how do you kind of release equity in your company, how to get the best valuations, what do investors look at, and how do you govern yourself after that, right? Not everything is going to be a DAO, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, I am the oldest guy probably in this whole crowd, so I'm going to take you back a few years, and default, you'll have to listen to me because this is kind of my story as I grew into venture capital and I invested in lots of companies. So I actually started Intel Capital here, and Intel, the computer company, was quite involved with startups through all their careers. We had about $10.8 billion we invested in startups. So when we talk a little bit about venture capital and how venture capitalists look at your companies, there's a dichotomy. A dichotomy is there's you on one side looking for money, and then there's the investor on the other side looking to invest. And of course, therein lies a problem, because the investor wants the best deal possible, and of course, you as an entrepreneur wants the least dilution possible, because that's what you really are trying to do, is to build a company where you can be very wealthy. And what happens is the people forget that that tension also has another factor, and that factor is the environment. How cheap is money? How much liquidity is in the market? Is there a macro environment problem which is coming your way where inflation is probably zooming ahead and interest rates might go up? And if they do go up, guess what? Money becomes expensive. And when money becomes expensive, you don't get the money, or you get it at a valuation that you don't want to tolerate. So what I tell people is that it is that balance you have to strike when you're trying to deal with VCs. And one of the big fatal mistakes that people do is they go and try and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and get the largest amount of money for the lowest amount of dilution. That only leads you to a one-way street. And what I mean by that one-way street is that a time comes when if your fundamentals don't catch up and your delivery doesn't catch up with what you've promised, the next round of dilution is severe. In fact, many companies shut down because they can't swallow that valuation, and it's called a down round. And the biggest thing you need to avoid is the down round. You need to be able to make sure that you bring money in steps. So evaluation, money, evaluation, money, evaluation, money. And as you bring that, what happens is you continue to ride the wave, and the investor also continues to ride the wave along the way. And that's the best balance you can strike. And it's a very difficult balance, by the way. It's not an easy balance, right? So as an entrepreneur, when you're looking at raising money, think of those things very carefully, right? Dilute yourself to an adequate level, but not to a level where you don't let the investor make any money, because he or she will never be a good friend, right? Take them with you, because guess what? You're doing one deal with them. They do these deals every day, all the time. Think of it as worse than a marriage, right? Because a marriage, you can get a divorce. Try divorcing an investor. It's very difficult. You can't get away, right? So important thing is to make sure that when you are going to have a deal with an investor, you like who you're talking to. They can add the value that you need to be added to your company. They can open their networks and give you access to their large network and add value on a day-to-day basis, right? And those are the investors that are, kind of the matchmakers for you. Now, not every investor could do that, right? So when I was doing venture capital investing, a lot of times, if I saw a company that didn't fit my portfolio, I would call a friend of mine and say, hey, look, this will fit in your portfolio, go invest. And guess what? Many a times they were the best deals for them, probably not for me. And that is also a part of the network, right? So just because you went to an investor and they said no, doesn't mean anything. What you do to them is you say to them, hey, you're not the right person, who is? And they open many, many, many doors for you. So when you go out in the marketplace, yes, you can raise money in many shapes and forms. In the Web3 world, you do it through tokens and many other things. You create networks and communities. But at some point in time, you will need to be able to look at equity as well. And when you do look at equity, these are the questions that will come in. And the last part I'll leave with you is a much more boring part, which is ultimately it's about getting a term sheet. And a term sheet is when they lay out all the structured points of an investment into your company. And herein a friend of mine just earlier was talking to me and said, hey, why can't investors be long thinkers? Why can't they be like 7 or 10-year thinkers and invest in our company and build a network? Because you know what? Level 1 networks take a long time to build. And my answer to that is, even the largest VC in the world does not have their own money. they are an LP and a GP structure. So they are the GP, the general partners, but they also have limited partners in their partnership. And more those limited partners demand returns in a finite world. And the reason for that is very simply, it's very much driven by a return. It's called IRR. And a return is based on time, money in, and money out. Only 3 factors. And you can do a calculation very easily. So what ends up happening is when you take a long view, every year you add to that IRR, you're depressing the returns, right? And then the investor, who's an LP, thinks, hey, am I to put money in this venture fund and get a return of single digit, or am I to put it in a hedge fund where I could potentially get double digit? And guess what? The nature of investing is that the money will go where the highest returns are. And so it ends up happening that you are put in this environment where you have to demonstrate value month on month, year on year, so that you can show to the investor that the value of your company is going up, step by step. And if you think that there is going to be some sort of a grace period or a holiday for you to stay for 7-10 years before you can turn anything into reality, I think it's not going to happen. So saying that, I think somebody's prompting me to stop talking. I can continue to talk about it for a long time, but I'm here today, so just grab me if you want to know some fundamentals or basics about investing, particularly about venture capital, dilution, structuring. Happy to help you out. I've done this for many years, and one thing I learned very well, very early on, is help as many people as you can, all the time, every time, anytime. So please reach out to me. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Here. Okay, thank you. And now before we start line number 3, I want to invite co-organizers of this event, DCVC Thursday, the agency Jeta. They will tell you about themselves. Please, Tim, again you.
Yeah, hi.
And Andrew.
Oh.
Let's greet them because they are making this event.
Pam pam. Pam pam. Yeah. Carry on. So we are the market agnostic Web3, Web2 agency. We basically created one of the creators of this event, which you are part of right now. Let's go to the next slide.
1 second. I will give you a clicker.
Yeah, so we combined the expertise of 25 years in traditional marketing and 3 years expertise in Web3.
Yeah, we're quite old.
So this is a cool scheme where we say that there is a Web 2.5 campaigns that may be made on the intersection of Web 3 and 360. We see this in, for example, Nike, X Artifact, and many more. We see many fashion brands joining this thing. These are the free cards of Jeta. So we are a very high quality because we have a decentralized network of people who work around the world to help us. We are for the meaning, and we have a cool media support. Let's go down. Yeah, this is like 360 traditional marketing. It's boring stuff. Let's go along. These are the list of the traditional clients that we use case. Yeah, many of them. And this is a cool case which Andrew will represent. Let's introduce you to the D-roll Don't Drop. In the UAE, the chewing gum Extra is called Extra, and in CIS region it's called D-roll. Maria, press the play button if it is possible. No, it is not. Maria, there was a play button. Yeah, this is a funny thing. No, okay, Charity Kiss is cool, yeah. Okay, this is not a play button. Yeah, it's a cool slide. We have like a technical difficulty which we will right now fix, but until that, Andrew will start talking about the D-Roll Don't Drop campaign. This one, yeah. I'll go backstage. Andrew, carry on.
Yeah. We are actually not about the crypto decentralized things. We're also good in traditional marketing, and we love to combine different things together. For example, in this case, we combined fashion and chewing gum. And what we created, we offered to produce sneakers from chewing gum. We found so you see the video. Yeah, the problem is that the chewing gum is one of the biggest trash in the world.
So yeah, we created a sneaker from chewing gum. This is okay. Let me sit with you. I have felt some synergy. So the people did drop the chewing gum, and then the designers created the sneaker, which is like very Gen Z style. Yeah, real sneakers on real
from real chewing gum
factory.
Yeah.
And the influencers. By the way, some of them are already present on UAE market.
And when we did it, actually, you can imagine that some of the pairs was resold like for $1,000. Absolutely unnamed sneakers from chewing gum. So amazing. And we solved the problem. We saved the planet from the chewing gum, at least for one period of time. Okay? And changed the habit.
So it's all very marketing campaign stuff, which is not so like VC pitch deck, but still, it's very interesting project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are Jeta.
Thank you. Okay, these guys are also organizing this event, and you can find them here somewhere. And we begin our last line. And now I want to invite here our guests from Germany with their interesting project, BQ. Please, Mr. Alexander Froese and Timo Froese, you are here, yeah. Okay. It is Web 2, connect people, places and products, hyper-accurate indoor positioning technology.
We meet hundreds of interesting people daily. They sit next to us in the train, wait behind us in the line, and pass by every single day. We just need to start the conversation with them, but we fail to do that. BQ app challenges missed opportunities. Due to highly precise technology of positioning and innovative matching principle, we can show you people nearby who match you. We create a new culture of meeting people. Thus, you can easily connect with people who would like to meet you. We believe that each encounter can change your life, no matter if it's opportunity of career promotion, interaction with new people, or even love of your life. Technology provides a person with guidance all the way from home to the point of destination, predicting and considering probable delays that can be caused by traffic. Highly precise navigation in closed buildings without GPS. High level of security inside buildings. Single network, all public and private buildings in one app. And what's more, it helps you to find a way inside the airport buildings, parking, exit to the needed terminal and check in, a cafe, or a shop inside the airport. An additional benefit of using BQ system is an employer working place presence control. The full map of the employee's movement at the office during a given period, considering the time in each place of the working space. We unite people using brand new means of connection. In real life, at any time, trustworthy, because we truly believe that every encounter can change our lives. Simple idea and the solution that everyone needs. Made in Europe, made for the world.
Okay, thank you.
Does work? Yes. So, welcome to the BQ presentation. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a great event? Yes? All right. Now, I want to value everybody's time. Let's jump right into the presentation.
Please turn on presentation. While we have some technical things, tell us about how many people in your company.
All right, yes. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alexander. I'm here with my father, the CEO. Raise your hand, please, for a second. Yes. And Timo, he's also here presenting with me tonight. And yes, my background is marketing, sales. Timo is the expert when it comes to anything blockchain and cryptocurrency. And yes, let me start without the slides. Let's start with the vision of BQ, okay? So our vision is that we want to have, yes, let's go, perfect. Perfect timing. So we believe in a world where digital systems serve the people, right? And not the other way around, like we see a lot of times these days. And now let me explain very briefly what BQ is, okay? We already saw in the movie that we want to improve communication. We want to simplify making new contacts. And we want to do this by giving people the luxury of indoor navigation, okay? So, and here's one key thing. We want to do this globally. So you can do this, for example, in a hotel. You go to the airport, you can do it there too, and in all public buildings, right? This is the main idea. Now, let me tell you all a little story. In 2020, I went to the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas. And it's an interesting building. These two buildings, they are connected underground. So it's very complex. If you go there for the first time, maybe your room is in this building, but you check in here, and maybe you want to go to some restaurant. You want to find something indoors. I wasn't able to do it immediately, and they gave me a paper map in 2020 to navigate through the building. And I thought to myself, why do they give me a paper map? There should be a different solution in 2020, and especially in 2023. And so I thought to myself, we must create something digitally that helps people in the real world, okay? Now, on top of this, we have a couple of different features. I want to go over those briefly. We also have a matching and networking tool. You saw this also briefly at the beginning of the video, right? So let me demonstrate how this works, more or less. Let's say I sit in an event, and I see interesting people everywhere. And let's say I want to see, or I'm interested in this gentleman over there. I open the app, and let's say this person also has BQ on their phone. Now I can see their profile. You have to imagine like a social media profile with all their interests and things about them. And then based on this information, I can make a decision, a qualified decision, if I want to approach this person or not. And I can do this or digitally, directly through the app, or I simply walk over there and open the conversation based on the information I had before, right? So these are the features. We have one more interesting thing now about the indoor navigation, right? There are many use cases for this. One, of course, I find what I want to find, my main destination. Another use case could be the security aspect. We can improve security a lot using this indoor navigation. Let's say there is a fire breaking out or some sort of danger in this floor, and we want to show people how to move away from the danger and not towards the danger, which happened in the past many times. So with this feature, lives can be saved. All right, now let's take a quick look on how we plan to make money. We have a couple of subscription models. The venues, like the hotels or the airports or all kinds of public venues, they can sign up and they are paying clients. also the user, they have a premium subscription. They can also upgrade to more features, and they also become paying clients. And how do we want to scale this? You have to take a quick look at the promoters down here. Basically, these are salespeople who push our solution into the market. This is our active approach on how to do this. We also have a passive approach on where venues can sign up automatically. All right, this part, my brother will take over.
Thank you very much. So, how is this connected to Web3? This is a good question, right? We just spoke about indoor navigation and how is it supposed to work now. I cover now the technical part, a bit the financial part, and what we have done in the past. So, obviously, we need a distributed ledger to have data security, immutability, trust to different parties, and we want to avoid single point of failures, obviously. But the most important part is actually the last one. We need smart contracts that can execute automated trades. Let's go on the next slide. So what we're going to do over the blockchain is we want to do person-to-person transactions, obviously, like every other blockchain, but we want also to implement machine-to-machine and person-to-machine and machine-to-person transaction and communication. For what is this important? This is basically the foundation of smart cities and smart home. Why do I say this? Because in every solution that is indoor, you need the location of the devices and the people. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Then, this is also the foundation for Industry 4.0 and for supply chain management as well as logistics. The last point is actually one of the most important ones because this is our first use case in the real world. We want to implement NFTs as access control. So we don't use anymore these things. We have access through our wallet and our NFTs. But when you use this, you face a lot of risk, right? You can just enter the venue, you sell the ticket to somebody else, and then it's gone. Somebody else can enter. So we want to provide, as Oracle, location data to sign transactions, not only with your wallet, with your private key, but also with your location. Obviously, this is under privacy reasons hashed, but we want to provide this and validate this. So how does our blockchain look like? At first, we need to ask for the requirements. We need privacy, obviously, because it's sensitive data. Then we need high throughput, low latency, and obviously security. Here also the most important part is we need smart contracts that can execute and can validate and can work with location information, specifically indoor position of people, things, machine, everything. So what is our solution? Our solution is a DAG-based blockchain that has a validator like Solana and has GeoSolidity implemented. GeoSolidity is an adjustment, so we basically change a bit the Solidity code itself, and therefore we can work with location information. So I give you an example. Everything what Alexander spoke about was Web 2, right? Indoor navigation, we just go in buildings, we go to points of interest, but now we also can take this technology into Web 3 and execute trades based on location. So what we can do, we can optimize the whole supply chain management. Since we can track every good, we can track every package, everything, and therefore we can combine this with the payment itself. So what does it mean? You know, Dubai is a really hub and a trading hub in the world, right? But imagine you can track every single piece of good to the port, to the airport, to wherever, to the whole logistics, and then can execute the payment straight away when you change the ownership, right? And this you can print on the blockchain, and therefore you have validated and you can transfer ownership with the location of the good. So imagine you get the package, you go to the door, sign it, bam, trade. We did the trade with the location of the package. So let's move to the financials. Here the most important numbers are actually the revenue and the EBIT margin. So in 2024 we will have a positive revenue of 12 million, and we have in the following year, 2025, EBIT margin of 25%. Basically we make profit. So what have we done? What is next? We have, at first we implemented or developed the software that was responsible for indoor navigation and indoor positioning, not only of people, but also of goods. We have created, obviously, the back office for all this stuff and the dashboard. We have distribution channels to get this app or this software in the right locations. We are right now creating with Chainlink, the Oracle, to provide this indoor positioning data. We have obviously also implemented the fiat and crypto payment methods. Then what's next? Obviously we need to implement the DEC algorithm. Then we continue with expanding our developer team. And then the next point is actually really important, because nowadays it's actually possible to track every person with you from you without any device, anything. And any movement we can track basically with Wi-Fi signals and other signals. And only the venue basically has to say, yes, we want this, and then we can track indoor more or less everything. Then the market entry we planned on the end of this year. So my brother will now continue with the financial ask.
All right, thank you, Timo. Now let's wrap this up. The current investment round is the seed invest of 2023. Let's go over these points very quickly. What we need basically is 10 to 20 million US dollars. This is what we're asking for. The current valuation is at 15 million US dollars pre-invest. And what we are willing to offer or to give in exchange is up to 40% of profit rights and up to 26% of voting rights. Now, here are a few information about the opportunity and the predictions, right? So we have a prediction that the market will reach 24 billion US dollars by 2023, and it compounds annually by 30% until 2025. Those are some predictions about the market, and here are a few of our partners. I won't go into a lot of depth here. Now, let me speak about this very quickly. This is our very motivated team. 3 of us are here right now. And why are we confident that this project will succeed? So, I found a statistic recently. It's here at the top. A 50-plus-year-old startup founder is 2.8 times more likely to bring a startup to success compared to a 25-year-old startup founder. Why is that the case? Now, obviously, because of the experience, right? So, my father brings a lot of experience into this project. If we meet later, we can go more into depth about this. And basically, in a couple of words, there's a lot of experience in international companies and how to scale them and how to bring them to profit. Now, let's go together to the top. This was our presentation. Thanks for your attention. Basically, it's a very cool combination of blockchain and indoor navigation. All right. Thank you. And have a great evening.
Great presentation. Woo! Thanks. Okay, let's move forward. We have now Freelance Social Fi crowdsourcing project and Mr. Alikhan Mehman, who will present it. Alikhan, where are you? Oh, you are here. Yeah, nice. So please start. Yeah, clicker and mic.
All right. Okay. I hear everything is hearable, right? All right, let's start. Hi, everyone. My name is Alikhan Mexman. I'm founder of Phil Industry CEO, co-founder. And today, we're going to be speaking about one of the most underrated industries in the world, which is nonprofit. And here, we're going to explain you why and how it works. Right now, according to the World Health Organization, there's more than 900 million of volunteers and more than 10 million of nonprofits functioning right now, making the world a better place, educate, help, just make things happen out of goodwill. And we have been working with that industry for 4 years, and we realized that it's broken, that we can really improve it. Well, so our mission is to create an ecosystem that would enable these millions of nonprofit and millions of volunteers to collaborate and communicate more efficiently. And I'm going to tell you how and why. Here's the nonprofits. This is the markets. That's how many nonprofits there in the US market, France, and Czech Republic. That's where we're targeting for. And 970 million of distributed to those countries. Going next, this is the marketing cap that we have identified. The thing is that NPOs, which stands for nonprofits and volunteers, are really hardly on communication. They don't know how to work with each other. If you're a volunteer, you want to volunteer, you cannot find the relevant event. If you're a nonprofit, you want to find the volunteers, you have to search on Google. And actually, Google even cannot help you with that. So, problem packed. Nonprofits don't have time, and they spend too much time just to fundraise on their mission. They spend too much money and time on marketing, and they're limited by marketing and IT skills. They cannot build a comprehensive website, they cannot build a community, they cannot communicate with them efficiency. Now, for volunteers, they don't know where to help. They're stuck. They want to help, but they don't know where. And events are boring, very boring. They don't have tools to help, which is most important. Search and invest as well. This is about the market itself. It's been growing, and that's the relevant information from 2016. It's almost $3 trillion, including the facts that have been happening from 2020 to 2023. Including these events, this market has been blowing up since then. Now, our solution is to build a marketplace for community fundraising and communicating. That's how nonprofits will be able to make events and volunteer-based management system, and they will be able to build a community and activate missions for fundraising. And they will get automated reports because nonprofits is obviously a business, and they need to fundraise and they need to grow their business. That's how we will come and help and give them the tools to do so. So volunteers and influencers, they will get interesting events finally. They will get collectible rewards to get more motivation to go forward, to participate in the mission, and etc. And they get relevant missions instantly. Now, this is the app that we're working for volunteers, for NPOs and influencers. That's where they meet, these two great powers meet. For volunteers, they will be able to find and fund relevant events, match up by personal AI assistant, which will help them to match up the most relevant events that they can with people and etc. and receive collectible rewards. For NPOs and influencers, we will be able to provide them launch and management system that will be at their disposal, and they will be able to track how their nonprofit goes, how it functions, how many volunteers are there, and what's the market that they can target for. And that's all on just palm of the hands, minimized, optimized, simple. Where can we help? That's the market that we're identified and we're targeting for now in the closest years. That's $500 billion worldwide for 2019. It's been growing since then. And that's the West 3, our SAM, which stands for almost 100 billion. And we expect to take 1 to 2% of the market, which is $1.5 billion to 2026. Now, the income streams, talking about money, the major income stream is going to be fundraising, commission per transaction that we're going to have on our platform, and subscriptions for nonprofits, which they will get the added functionality, they will pay for that. Depending on that. That's the compensation. Our friends from US and EU, OnSync Fundraise Up. These are our friends, and they're helping us to develop the best solution on the market. And OnSync, founder of OnSync, just said there's Replic that he would do the same that we're doing right now if he was to start his business once over again. Our competitive advantage is added functionality and targeting for community building, which we've been doing for the last 4 years. Now, project roadmap, we're planning to launch in 2023, Quarter 2, and the actual international Europe launch is going to be in 2024, Kata 1. Yeah, and our MVP is based on Telegram. So it's already functioning and it's going to be out there in Kata 2. And yeah, that's how it works. Social proof that we're supported by Czech government organization, which is called Czech Invest, Red Cross, IT full-time volunteers, and they constantly give us new insights and new information how we can improve the system. And there's a blogger, I'm not sure if you heard of him, Jeta. He's top 10 influencers on Spanish market, which having like their system have more than 70 million of reach audience, which will be willing to integrate into our system as well. Well, that's the requesting. We're requesting from $500,000 in investment. And here's our team, just to be simple. Me, CEO of the project, and Sergey, sitting here. Hi. CDO of the project, and Sergey is like the first adapters of Tinkoff Bank solutions, Hewlett Packard Cisco systems. He developed a lot of solutions for IT. And me, I'm a founder of a video production company. We're top 5 video production company in Central Europe right now, scaling up to Dubai. And yeah, thank you very much. And we will be willing to get your feedback and get in touch with you if you have any ideas. We'll be really thankful to get in touch. Any ideas and everything over here. Thank you very much for your attention, and hopefully we'll be in touch soon. Thank you.
Thank you. So, and now, next project I write here. As I told, we have not only venture capital, or not only startups, not only technical startups, but also tough projects and people who gives us more health. And now I'm speaking about Top Stretching School. They help us to stretch our bodies and keep fit. I invite here Adelina Lazarova. And she tell us about top stretching. Please, Adelina.
Thank you. Can we have our presentation?
Yeah, they are turning on. Tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Adelina, and I'm a partner and business developer of Top Stretching Company. I hope you all hear me well. And as I understood, today I'm like the first one who is gonna talk about fundamental business, and we like already established actually, and I will be glad to represent our brand today for you, and we have some innovation with NFT as well, so let's start. Stretch your limits. This is our main idea of our brand and what we actually represent, that there is no limits in anything you do, and this is all about us. So can I have this thing to, sorry, can some, yeah, please. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, back. Okay, so this is all about our company. Our experience started 9 years back in 2013, and right now the volume of our company is $10 million, and we already have 36 branches around the world, also in UAE here. Most of them are in Russia. We have some in Belarus, and we have some in Ukraine. And for the next year, we are planning to enter the market of Asia, Saudi Arabia, and Europe. We've already like kind of finalizing the location in Europe, in Milan, London, Paris. And our biggest achievement of this year is that we become an official partner of the biggest chain of luxurious fitness clubs in Saudi Arabia, which is Time Fitness and Lijam Group, and we're very proud of it because we're entering the market of Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest markets in the Middle East. And for the next 5 years, we're going to open 100 new locations in Saudi Arabia. Right now, our main goal is to enter Asia market, and we're going to start from amazing place which calls Bali. And today I'm going to represent you the project regarding Bali. It's going to be amazing, and already in this spring, we're going to open our first location. So, also, I have to say that we are very big in the social media. We have 5 million followers in social media, already 100,000 subscribers in our online platform, because we're also doing online courses, and people all over the world doing workout with us, even without visiting our studios. So this is our social media accounts. We are very proud of it as well, because social media right now, I think, is the main instrument how we can grow. So, Asia. Actually, why Asia? Because the Asian market, basically, after we made the research, we understood that it's totally empty regarding quality of the fitness industry there. So, as you can see, from 2021 till 2028, they growing an average going to be 7.6%, and volume of the market going to be $16 billion. And the penetration of the fitness industry in Indonesia nowadays has significant potential for further growth. Why Bali? Why we decided to open Bali? It's very simple. Because the Bali is the most attractive for the tourists around the world, and the tourist season never ends. So tourists from Australia, from Russia, from Europe, from all over the world visiting Bali all year long. And we're expecting this to be double in the next year, even till 2023. And so, yeah, this is it.
Let's watch a video, maybe.
Yes, we can do it. This is me.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, and regarding our Bali project, I have to finish everything. So what is done already? We have opened the local company. We have a land lease contract for 20 years for the land. We already completed architecture project, signed the contract with the construction company, assembled the top team, and started off groundworks. What is going to be included in this amazing project? As you can see, this is like 5,000 square meters, including the amazing gym, huge gym, 3 floors, outdoor pool, rooms for our group classes, stretching, yoga, dancing classes, etc., individual programs, also co-working to get more traffic of people and like more income from it. And today we're going to offer you 2 ways to communicate with us. This is, first way is to become an investor. Starts from $250,000. Average return is 40% per year and payback in 35 months. And also we are selling NFTs. NFT staking starts from $320. Average return is 30% per year, and we have only 9,000 pieces left. And here you can see the profit per year, what you can expect. And our NFT is not just NFTs. They have an utilities which you can use to become like kind of inside the top stretching community and use all of this utility list. Access to the top club online platform, discount on membership worldwide, discount on the helicopter trip in Bali from the Balicopter company, discount on the jet ski tours between islands from the company, a commissioned jet ski, access to the closed community of the NFT holders, and access to the events for the NFT holders. And to contact us, you can scan the QR code and we will be glad to answer all your questions. Thank you so much for your attention. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So many interesting projects are here, and everything, even our event is coming to the end, but we have the last project. It is network, and I invite here Andrew. Andrew, please present your project. Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me well? Okay, nice. I'm not alone. So, my name is Andrew and I'm founder and CEO of Network. Network is Web3 referral SDK. For the last year, I talked with more than 100 dApps teams, and all of them have referral story in their backlog. So all of them want to do referral program and community-oriented marketing and so on. But only 10% of them have it. Why? So today I tell you about it. Referral program on SDK is not an easy way. So in the early stage, a dApp team have to spend more than 20% of their time to develop referral program. Our team helped to do it in 1 day. We have developers from OpenZeppelin, Curve, and SuperDAO, more than 15 years in smart contract, and also more than 30 years experience in B2B sales and marketing. You know that Binance referral program is the most successful referral program in the Web3 world. So we help normal dApps, startups on the early stage, do same thing but in 1 day with our smart contract SDK. It's look like this. So we provide ready-to-use smart contracts for referral program, and dApp teams deploy it in their account. After this, we generate tens of thousands referral links with tens of thousands referral smart contracts that they can use with their community. So we provide QR codes or normal links, and community just share these links and promote your tokens, NFT, and whatever. In our experience, normally referral program boosts your referral activity in 4 times. So when you reward your community with referral, they in 4 times more active than when you haven't it. Our business model is pay-as-you-grow approach. So we get 2.5% by every sale and $500 per month, like a subscription. Our market, total addressable market, is around $10 billion right now, but we think in 10 years it will be like in 10 and 20 times more. Maybe you know some of our competitors. They work in different spheres. Some of they write smart contracts, some of the centralized solutions, but we focus in the right top corner. We provide decentralized solution. It's decentralized like Curve, maybe you know, and other decentralized tools, but also we focus on revenue growth. So we help dApps boost their revenue from the first day. Our go-to-market strategy is very interesting. So this week we launched Web3 Marketing Podcast. It was a first season with 6 episodes. Our guests are founders of top Web3 marketing agency around the world, from Lisbon, Dubai, New York, and other cities. So they share their cases with their clients, and we build strong relationships with Web3 agencies. Now our traction, we help sell more than 1 million tokens right now. We have 900 MRR and more than 25 projects in waitlist. So our developer teams have limits, so we can onboard only one team, only one referral project in 1 week. So this is the reason why we are raising money now, in order to boost our productivity and automate manual work. This is like our roadmap look like. And why now? Why now is a very good question, especially for Web3, you know, because crypto winter or hype cycles and so on. As I see now, tokenization did not stop, it boosts now, and this year will be the most tokenized year in the world, I think. And the second thing that I want to say, that developers' activity since June of 2022 is stagnate. So it means that our competitors stagnate, and we have a lot of opportunities to be the first on this market. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'm free for you here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I told, everything, even good, is coming to the end always. And now, all pitches are made. Thank you for your attention and for being here with us. I hope you enjoyed this session. I invite you to join our after party. It will be here. You can learn more information on the reception now. And also continue networking. Thank you very much. It was DCVC Thursday. If you liked any project, just come to our Dubai community and with hashtag question, write about the project you like to know more, and we will connect you to the founder of this. Thank you. My name is Yuri. If you need to host your event, just also write me into this community and I will help you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Everything you need, you have here. Please continue enjoying. Maybe you have some meals here. Yeah, I'm here.